Hello students, I welcome you all in my YouTube channel. In this video, we will learn about diarrhea and its management. तो डायरिया क्या होता है? वाटर स्टूल का पास करना more than 3 times in a day. That is diarrhea. तो what is the management? We will discuss in the today's video. So diarrhea, it is defined as passage of unusually loose or watery stool at least 3 times in 24 hours. That definition is given by WHO. Whereas WHO it is also saying that consistency it is more important rather than number of stool, and the passage of even one large watery stool in a young child is also called diarrhea. And frequent passage of normal stool, that means if the person is passing formed stool that is not watery, so that means the child is not having or the person is not having diarrhea. In the children 6 to 12 months of age, children they are mainly affected, and that may lead to severely and account of high mortality. Mortality means death rate. If the person is having diarrhea, so what is happening? The person is having fluid and electrolyte imbalance that may lead to dehydration in a individual. This dehydration will lead to shock if it is not treated either by fluids or by ORS or by plenty of fluids. And if it is not treated, it may lead to shock, and after shock, it may lead to death. So that's why in the children between 6 to 12 months of age, there is high mortality related to diarrhea. Next, diarrhea it produces undernutrition and growth failure because the person is having watery stool. So what will happen? The electrolyte imbalance will there. So that may lead to undernutrition and growth failure into the children if it is persisting longer time. A brief episode of diarrhea may lead to loss of 1 to 2% of body weight among the children. Now we will discuss what are the causes of diarrhea. The causes may be lack of clean water or unhygienic water, unpurified water the person is using, out of water, filtration or purification, sanitation habits, nutrition, crowding, cohabitation with animals. Some virus causes, they may be rotavirus, enteric virus, adenovirus, astrovirus, coronavirus, cytomegalovirus, and the other causes that we will discuss like bacterial and viral infection caused by parasites, germs and the virus. Water consumption is not sufficient, excessive consumption of alcohol, intestinal disorder or disease, incomplete digestion of food, overeating and poor eating habits. So these are causes of diarrhea. Now we will discuss why the children they are at risk of diarrhea. If the children they are bottle feeding, so bottle if it is not cleaned in boiled water and with the soap and water it is not cleaned properly, so what will happen? The growth of microorganisms will be there and that may lead to diarrhea. Contaminated water, unclean food, milk and utensils. If the mother has prepared the food and it is not covered, so what will happen? Flies will sit there, and flies they are moving here and there. So what will happen? The person may lead to diarrhea. Flies and poor hand hygiene. If the hands they are not washed properly before having the food, that may also lead to diarrhea in children. Now we will discuss what are the signs of diarrhea. The signs of diarrhea, you can see the child is having flat, shrunken and depressed soft spot or the fontanelle. The fever will be there because it is showing infection, either viral, bacterial, protozoal. The child will have shrunken eyes. Shrunken का मतलब है अंदर धस जाएंगी eyes. No tears when the child is crying because the child is passing the water stool. The child is having dehydration, so the tears they are not coming. Dry and sticky mouth, hard and fast breathing, no urination for 6 or more hours. Now we will see some more signs and symptoms that we will categorize into mild to moderate dehydration or severe dehydration. Into mild to moderate dehydration, the child will be showing dry and sticky mouth, sleepiness or tiredness, thirst will be decreased urine output, dry skin, headache, constipation, dizziness or lightheadedness. And in severe dehydration, the child will be showing extreme thirst, very dry mouth and skin, letharginess, unconsciousness, rapid breathing, rapid heart rate, low blood pressure and sunken eyes. If the person is falling, for example, the person came into the hospital and the person was having some dehydration or mild dehydration. If the condition of a child it is worsening, so what you have to do immediate go to the healthcare professional or to the hospital for the treatment. So what we will do, we will categorize dehydration into 3 categories: no dehydration, some dehydration, and severe dehydration. We will categorize no sign of dehydration, some dehydration, and severe dehydration. So what do you mean by A, B, and C? A, B, and C is the treatment plan. Okay, so we will discuss in plan A what all signs and symptoms the person will be having and falling into the category A, so that we will give the treatment plan A. So we will discuss or we will assess first the condition of a child. If the child is well alert, the eyes are normal, that means the tears are present and the eyes are not shrunken, mouth and tongue these are moist, and the thirst, that means the child is drinking normally, not thirsty. And we will do skin pinch test, that is going back quickly means less than 3 seconds. Then that means the child is showing signs of no dehydration, so we will treat by plan treatment A. Second is plan B के अंदर what are the signs and symptoms the child will be showing. The condition, that means the child is restless and irritable, eyes are shrunken, tears are absent, mouth and tongue is dry, and the thirst means the child is thirsty and drinking eagerly. Next we will do skin pinch. It is going back slowly, that means it is taking between 3 to 6 second time in going back, that is showing, or the person will be falling into the category of some dehydration. So what we will do, we will wait the patient and use according to the plan B. And in plan C, if the condition is lethargic or unconsciousness, or the child is floppy, not responding towards the stimulus, and eyes are very shrunken and dry, tears are absent, mouth and tongue is very dry, and the child is drinking fluids very, मतलब not drinking fluids or very poorly. Skin pinch, it is going back very slowly, that means the person is falling into severe dehydration. So what we have to do, urgently or in emergency we have to use the treatment according to plan C. So this is the category how we will categorize the child into dehydration, no dehydration, some dehydration, and severe dehydration. And treatment for no dehydration is plan A, for some dehydration plan B, and plan C. Now we will discuss what are the principle of management of acute diarrhea. If the child is less than 6 months or less than 2 years of age and the child is taking breastfeeding, so breastfeeding should be continued, it should not be disconnected. Second is ORS solution. So ORS, what it is doing? ORS, it is a balanced mixture of glucose and electrolytes, and we can prevent 90% of death from ORS if the child is having dehydration. So what it is doing, the sodium, it promotes absorption of water from the intestine, and glucose, it promotes absorption of sodium and water from the intestine. So ORS, it contains glucose and electrolytes. The mainly constituents of ORS, these are sodium chloride, potassium chloride, glucose anhydrous, trisodium citrate dihydrate, and a total amount of 20.5 gram per liter. As we will see in the osmolarity, ORS contain 245 milliosmol per liter, in which sodium and glucose, these are 75 milliosmol per liter, chloride is 65, potassium is 20 millimole per liter, and citrate ions, these are 10 millimole per liter. Now we will discuss how to make ORS at home. So when we are teaching into the community, we have to tell how to make ORS at home. So we have to teach them that take 1 liter of water. That water should be boiled, after then it should be cooled down. Then add 6 teaspoons of sugar and half teaspoon of salt. Mix it well and taste it. If it is taste like tear मतलब आंसू जैसा taste है, that means electrolytes, they are in same composition as of ORS. Now we will discuss the plan A, plan B, plan C. If the child is no sign of dehydration or no dehydration, the child will treat as plan A. So what we will do, we will teach or counsel the mother 3 rules of home treatment. That means no sign of dehydration का मतलब है कि मदर बोल रही है कि बेबी को डायरिया है, बेबी वाटर स्टूल पास कर रहा है, लेकिन हमें किसी भी कैटेगरी में कोई भी साइन एंड सिम्टम्स नहीं मिल रहा कि हम उसको एडमिट कर सके, तो हम उसको कहाँ पे मैनेज करेंगे, होम पे मैनेज करेंगे. उसके लिए क्या करेंगे, गिव एक्स्ट्रा फ्लूइड, कंटिन्यू फीडिंग एंड व्हेन टू रिटर्न. वी हैव टू टीच टू द मदर और काउंसिल द मदर रिगार्डिंग दीज 3. दैट मीन्स एक्स्ट्रा फ्लूइड में ORS देना पड़ सकता है। और अगर बच्चा 6 मंथ से ज़्यादा है तो फिर हम उसको अदर फ्लूइड्स लाइक वाटर है या अदर प्लेंटी ऑफ फ्लूइड्स हम बोलेंगे। कंटिन्यू फीडिंग, ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग पे लेस देन 2 मंथ का है 2 ईयर का है, बेबी ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग ले रहा है तो कंटिन्यू ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग। एंड व्हेन टू रिटर्न, अगर साइन एंड सिम्टम्स सीवियर जा रहे हैं या फिर इंप्रूवमेंट नहीं हो रहा तो दे हैव टू रिटर्न टू द हॉस्पिटल। तो इनटू द प्लान ए, that means no dehydration, we will treat home therapy to prevent dehydration and malnutrition, in which we will tell them to give extra fluid, जैसे चावल का पानी है उसके अंदर नमक डाल के देना है। fluids to be given like ORS, salted drink like salted rice water, salted yogurt drink, green coconut water, home based ORS, plain water should also be given, and fruit juices, sweetened tea, coffee, these should be avoided. And how much ORS that should be given? If the child is less than 2 years of age, 50 to 100 ml of fluid to be given. If the child is between 2 years to 10 years of age, 100 to 200 ml of fluid to be given. If the child is older and adult, so as much as they can drink, the fluid can be given. Zinc supplements to be given, that means 10 mg or 20 mg depending upon age the child. That means 10 mg it should be given to the child less than 2 years of age, and 20 mg between 2 to 10 year or adult children to be given for 14 days. So what feeds should be given? Breastfeeding and other feeds, other fluids can be given to the child, and the child can be managed at home according to plan A. Got it? Now we will see plan B for some dehydration. If the child is having some dehydration, that means the child is having shrunken fontanelle, eyes are shrunken, and the child is having lack of tears when crying, want to drink a lot of water, and excessive thirst is there, decreased urine output, restless, irritable the child is having. So what we will do? We will manage according to plan B. Kept the child under observation, providing ORS, and plan B for rehydration therapy. Now we will discuss the plan B. For the plan B, ORS should be given and the fluid requirements to be calculated. देखो अभी हम बात करेंगे डायरिया मैनेजमेंट की। जो प्लान बी के अंदर जो सम डिहाइड्रेशन है उस चाइल्ड को क्या है, एक तो सबसे पहले जो जितना डेली फ्लूइड लेता है, जितना फ्लूइड उसका लॉस हुआ है तो हमें कितना देना चाहिए उसको डेली फ्लूइड, हम उसको वो रिप्लेस करेंगे। इफ द चाइल्ड इज अप टू 10 kg, जो वेट ऑफ द चाइल्ड अगर अप टू 10 kg है तो हम उसको कितना फ्लूइड देंगे? 100 ml पर kg। फॉर एग्जाम्पल द चाइल्ड इज 7 kg, तो हाउ मच फ्लूइड इट शुड बी गिवन? 7 into 100, that is 700 kg. If the child is falling weight between 10 to 20 kg, then 50 ml per kg fluid to be given, and if the weight is more than 20 kg, the fluid should be given 20 ml per kg. For example, if the child is 15 kg, so how much fluid should be given? देखो for first 10 kg, how much fluid? 100 into 10 and rest 5 kg, 5 into 50 कितना हो गया? 100 into 10 1000 plus 5 into 50 250, तो 1250 ml of fluid should be given. If the child is for example 45 kg, कोई adult है उसका 45 kg है, तो how much daily fluid requirement? You have to solve it and write it into the comment box. How much daily fluid requirement to be given to a person whose weight is 45 kg. ओके, सेकेंड ये तो हमारा उसका डेली फ्लूइड का है। अब हम बात करेंगे उसका डेफिसिट कितना हुआ है कि उसको डिहाइड्रेशन हुआ है, तो हम उसको देंगे 75 ml पर kg ऑफ ORS ओवर 4 आवर। आफ्टर देन 75 ml पर kg, फॉर एग्जाम्पल जो पर्सन है वो 10 kg का है तो उसको डेफिसिट कितना हुआ? 750 ml हो गया। 75 into 10 750 ml, वो हम देंगे 4 घंटे के अंदर हम देंगे उस ORS को। आफ्टर देन हम असेस करेंगे 4 आवर के अंदर, अगर डिहाइड्रेशन प्रेजेंट है तो हम उसको रिपीट करेंगे 75 ml पर kg ऑफ ORS। अगर डिहाइड्रेशन नहीं है तो हम उसको क्या करेंगे? मेंटेनेंस थेरेपी पे डालेंगे। मेंटेनेंस पे क्या है? इट शुड बी बिगिन वंस द साइन ऑफ डिहाइड्रेशन disappear and ORS should be administered in equal to the volume of fluid loss, usually to a maximum of 10 ml per kg per stool. मेंटेनेंस थेरेपी पे जैसे डिहाइड्रेशन रिकवर हो गया तो हम पर्सन का कितनी बार स्टूल गया है पर केजी के हिसाब से, पर स्टूल के हिसाब से हम उसको ORS देंगे। सो दिस वाज रिगार्डिंग प्लान बी, जिसके अंदर फर्स्ट वी विल कैलकुलेट द डेली फ्लूइड रिक्वायरमेंट, सेकेंड इज डेफिसिट एंड थर्ड इज मेंटेनेंस, ताकि डिहाइड्रेशन से हम उसको प्रिवेंट कर सकें। If the child is having severe dehydration, that means the child is lethargy and the child is unconscious, the child is admitted. So admit the child. Rehydration, तो अब हम एडमिट करके अनकॉन्शियस है, इतना डिहाइड्रेशन हो गया है, वो शॉक में चला गया है, तो हम उसको कैसे मैनेज करेंगे? विद द हेल्प ऑफ इंट्रावीनस थेरेपी, जिसके अंदर हम उसको आरएल सॉल्यूशन, दैट इज रिंगर लैक्टेट सॉल्यूशन, नॉर्मल सलाइन एंड हाफ NS विद 5% डेक्सट्रोज इट शुड बी गिवन एंड ट्रीट अकॉर्डिंग टू प्लान सी. तो प्लान सी में क्या करेंगे? हम उसको IV फ्लूइड्स देंगे. ठीक है, IV फ्लूइड्स इमीडिएटली. तो उसमें क्या करेंगे? इफ द चाइल्ड इज लेस देन 12 मंथ ऑफ एज, तो हम उसको जो फ्लूइड्स देंगे ना, देखो याद करना, प्लान सी में हम जितना भी फ्लूइड्स देंगे वो हमें फास्ट देना है. ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट 30 ml पर kg हम देंगे. इफ द चाइल्ड इज लेस देन 12 मंथ, तो हम देंगे 30 ml पर kg इन 1 आवर. फास्ट फ्लूइड देंगे ना 30 ml पर kg 1 घंटे के अंदर, वेयर एज 70 ml पर kg हम देंगे 5 आवर्स के अंदर. तो टोटल फ्लूइड्स हम देते हैं 100 ml पर kg. ठीक है, 100 ml पर kg देंगे, जिसमें हम फर्स्ट 30 ml देंगे 1 आवर के अंदर इफ द चाइल्ड इज लेस देन 12 मंथ एंड रेस्ट 70 ml हम देंगे 5 आवर के अंदर. इफ द चाइल्ड इज बिटवीन 12 मंथ टू 5 ईयर, तो हम फर्स्ट 30 ml पर kg के अंदर टोटल देना 100 ml, 30 ml हम देंगे 30 मिनट्स के अंदर एंड 70 ml हम 2.5 आवर्स के अंदर देंगे. रिपीट वंस इफ द रेडियल पल्स इज स्टिल वेरी वीक एंड अनडिटेक्टेबल. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, द चाइल्ड इज 8 kg एंड द चाइल्ड इज लेस देन 12 मंथ. ठीक है, 8 kg का है, लेस देन 12 मंथ. टोटल फ्लूइड कितना देना है? 100 ml पर kg. नाउ वी विल सी अकॉर्डिंग टू प्लान सी द चाइल्ड इज 8 kg. ओके, एंड वी हैव टू गिव कितना फ्लूइड देना हमें प्लान सी के अंदर? 100 ml पर kg एंड द चाइल्ड इज लेस देन 12 मंथ ऑफ एज. तो हाउ वी विल गिव? द फर्स्ट 30 ml पर kg हम देंगे 1 आवर के अंदर और 60 मिनट के अंदर. रेस्ट 70 ml पर kg हम किस में देंगे? रेस्ट के 5 आवर्स के अंदर. ठीक है, तो 30 ml पर kg 30 इंटू 8 कितना हो गया? 240 ml हम देंगे 1 आवर के अंदर. रेस्ट कितना हो गया? 70 मल्टीप्लाइड बाई 8, 560 ml हम कब देंगे? 5 आवर्स के अंदर. तो टोटल कितना हो गया हमारा? 100 ml पर kg था, कितना हो गया? 800 ml पर kg देना है, तो टोटल ऐड कर सकते हो, तो 800 बनेगा. ठीक है, तो IV थेरेपी हम देंगे प्लान सी के अंदर. नेक्स्ट है रीअसेस द चाइल्ड इन एवरी 1 to 2 आवर. इफ हाइड्रेशन स्टेटस इज नॉट इम्प्रूविंग, तो हमें IV ड्रिप को और रैपिड फास्ट करना है. ऑल्सो गिव ORS 5 ml पर kg पर आवर एज सुन एज द चाइल्ड कैन ड्रिंक. Reassess an infant after 6 hours and the child after 3 hours and decide the treatment. हम reassess करेंगे after 3 hours के अंदर. ठीक है, अगर चाइल्ड का डिहाइड्रेशन प्रेजेंट है और चाइल्ड कैन ड्रिंक कर सकता है तो हम उसको ORS दे देंगे, अदरवाइज हम क्या करेंगे? नेजोगैस्ट्रिक ट्यूब से उसको ORS देंगे. रीअसेस द इन्फेंट इन एवरी 15 to 30 मिनट्स. जब IV थेरेपी पे है तो हम उसको 15 से 30 मिनट में रीअसेस करेंगे जब तक स्ट्रॉन्ग रेडियल पल्स प्रेजेंट नहीं हो जाती. रीअसेस बाय स्किन पिंच एंड LOC, दैट इज लॉस ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस इन एवरी 1 आवर. गिव ORS 5 ml पर kg पर आवर एज सुन एज इन्फेंट कैन ड्रिंक. इन्फेंट होता है लेस देन 1 ईयर ऑफ एज. Reassess infant after 6 hours and classify hydration, then choose appropriate. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, किसी चाइल्ड को प्लान सी के अंदर डिहाइड्रेशन में आया, ठीक है, वो सीवियर डिहाइड्रेशन में आया. अब उसको प्लान सी के अंदर हमने ट्रीटमेंट दे दिया, चाइल्ड का डिहाइड्रेशन चला गया. ठीक है, रिहाइड्रेट हो गया चाइल्ड, तो हम क्या करेंगे? उसको आफ्टर देन प्लान बी के अंदर डालेंगे. प्लान बी के बाद प्लान ए पे हम उसको शिफ्ट करेंगे. सेकेंड, फॉर डायरिया the zinc supplements can be given 20 mg per kg for 14 days if the child is more than 2 year and 10 mg per kg for the infant. How we can prevent diarrhea? Breastfeeding should be continuous, no bottle feeding and hand washing. Plenty of fluids, vitamin E supplement, immunization, rotavirus vaccination, nutrition, good nutrition and hygienic foods should be prepared. So when to come to hospital, we have to counsel the mother. If the increased frequency of the stool is there, continued diarrhea after the treatment, repeated vomiting, increasing thirst, refusal to feed, fever and blood in the stool if it is there, then the mother has to come to the hospital along with the baby. So this was related with diarrhea. What do you mean by diarrhea? What are the causes? Signs क्या है? How we will manage? And what is plan A, plan B and plan C? Okay, so we can reduce diarrhea by reducing the dehydration. So protect your child by establishing good health practices from the birth and prevent your children from becoming ill from pneumonia and diarrhea, so that we can reduce morbidity and mortality related to diarrhea and pneumonia. Thanks for watching. Do like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you. Any query you can write into the comment box. You have to reply for that questions that we have given into the comment box. Okay. Thank you.